Good day to everyone. So today I will discuss to you the handwriting analysis as part of your subject question document examination. Okay. So first I would like to share to you some of the important terms, okay, used in this subject. Okay, just to distinguish calligraphy, lettering, typography, and so on. Okay, when we say calligraphy, it is the art or writing letters. Okay, while the lettering is the art of drawing letters. Okay, and typography is the art using a pre-designed letters. Okay, yung typeface. It is a family of font, usually with different weights and styles, like the bold, the italic, and the thin. Okay, while the font, it is a single specific weight or styles of a typeface like Helvetica bold, Helvetica italics, Arial, ano pa yung mga font na ginagamit ninyo, Calibri, yan. Okay, alphabet, this is a set of letters in a similar style that show all basic characters needed to create a font. Okay, yung A, B, C, D ninyo. Okay, and describes they were the professionally trained people that were in charge of transcribing, creating copies of books, and some of the most skilled calligraphy masters. Okay, so I will show to you the some parts of the letters. Okay, before we'll go to the what we call hand writing. Okay, so in the handwriting, when we say handwriting, it is defined as the visible effect of bodily movement, which is almost unconscious expression of fixed muscular habits, reacting from fixed mental expressions of certain ideas associated with discrete forms. Okay, so when you say handwriting, this is the result of a very complicated series of acts being as a whole combination of certain forms of visible mental and muscular habit acquired by long and continued na painstaking efforts simulan nung bata tayo. Nagkakaroon na tayo ng tinatawag na pag-practice sa paggawa ng letters, okay, sa paghawak ng pencil. Okay. And the other one is the physiological habits of handwriting. So when you say one of the physiological habits of handwriting is the impulse to form a letter begins in the brain center in the cortex. Okay, nagsisimula sa utak natin yan, yung kung ano yung ipo-form natin o gagawin nating letters o kung paano yung susulat natin. Okay, so this cortex is okay, this cortex center is the center is skin to the brain areas, okay, that controls vision, hearing, and walking, and guides the muscle as they weave the complex movement that makes the words. Since writing in the mind, emotion and attitude, both part of the mind influence how we write. Okay, kung paano natin isulat yung isang word or letter, just as they influence how we walk and talk. Kagaya din ng paglakad at pagsasalita natin. Nagsisimula lahat sa pag-iisip natin, sa utak natin. Okay, so in writing, okay, the pen functions as an extension of the hand. Okay, so yung mga daliri natin, okay, the fingers transmit to the paper, and then the directive impulse of the variation in the muscular tension that according to the nature of the writer's nervous organization occur during the act of writing. Okay, So hence, each writer has his own way of holding his hand. May kanya-kanya tayong paghawak, ano, okay? And how they manipulate the pen, okay? Gaano ba ka yung paglalagay nila ng pressure, okay, sa panulat nila, okay? And the pen, okay? The same pen in different hand will produce entirely different stroke. Okay? So kahit na magkakaparehas yung ginamit niyong ball pen, okay, pero magkakaiba kayo ng stroke, okay, sa pagsulat. Okay, when we say cortex, center of the brain that is responsible to guide the muscles, the muscle of hands and fingers as they weave the complex movement that from words. Okay, so what are the kinds of muscle, okay, that is responsible in handwriting? Okay, first is the extensor. When we say extensor, it is the muscle responsible to form upward stroke. Yan yung upward stroke natin. Okay. Ang ginagamit natin dyan is yung extensor muscle. Yan yung upward stroke. Okay. And the flexor muscle, a muscle responsible to form downward stroke. Asan yung downward? Ito, downward stroke. Okay. And the lumbrical extensor, okay, or and the flexor muscle, they are responsible to form lateral or horizontal stroke. Lateral. Okay, it's either pag andyan yung stroke, okay, slant to the left, slant to the right. Okay, lumbrical extensor ang may responsibility dyan. Okay. So what are the kinds of handwriting movements? First is the finger movements. And the finger movements, letters are made entirely by the action of the thumb, index, and the middle finger. So mostly, these are found among children, sa mga bata, okay, sa mga illiterates, and sa mga or those to whom writing is unfamiliar in the process, okay, of writing. Okay. Another one is the hand movement. Okay, the letters are produced by the action of the whole hand with the wrist as the center of action and some action of the fingers. Okay, and the forearm movements, the movement in writing is made by the hand and arm, supported by the elbow, okay, at the center of the lateral swing, and the whole forearm movement, the action is produced by the entire without any rest. So the source of the motion is shoulder. Okay, so an example of this whole arm movement is writing, yung magsulat ba kayo sa blackboard or sa whiteboard. Okay. An example ng whole forearm movement. Okay. So how about handwriting analysis? In the handwriting analysis, the examination of handwriting is to assess the potential authorship proceeds from the principles of identification. Okay. So by applying it to the comparison, okay, applying to a comparison of samples of handwritten materials. Okay, so ito yung tinatawag nating ACE-B. Okay, ano yung stages na to? So there are 3 stages of the process of handwriting examination. Okay, kaya tinawag na ACE-B, A, C, E, or V. Yeah, verification. Okay, first is analysis. Okay, the question is the question and the known items are analyzed and broken down to directly perceptible characteristics. Okay, you have to analyze the question and the known items and the comparison. The characteristic of the question item are then compared against to the known standard. Okay, kukumpara mo yan, what are the difference? So na evaluation, the similarities and differences in the compared properties. Okay, anong pagkakaiba niyan? Okay, anong pagkakahawig niyan? Okay, sa pagsulat ng letter, okay, sa spacing, sa paggamit ng baseline, okay, sa paggamit ng loops, I loops, okay. And optionally, the procedure may involve the fourth step consisting of verification or validation or peer review. Okay. So, ito yung tinatawag nating process of handwriting examination, yung ACE-G. Okay. So, next is what are the kinds of handwriting? Okay. By the way, marami kasing nagtatanong na siyempre tinatanong nila is can one single handwriting characteristic be the basis for a positive identification? Yun bang single handwriting characteristic na yan ay magiging basehan para sa tinatawag nating positive identification? Okay. So sagot dyan is a single handwriting characteristic by itself can be taken as a basis for a positive comparison. Okay, kung pwede yan, kung pwedeng maging basis ng comparison yan. Normally, known writings need not contain words and combination of letters present in the question document. Okay, the unconscious writing of two individuals can never be identical. Hindi naman po pwedeng magkaparehas yung handwriting ng isang tao na yun. Okay. So these are the kinds of handwriting. We have the cursive. When we say cursive, most part of the letter are joined together by the junction of connection. Walang pen lift na ginamit yan. Okay. Joined together. Okay. How about the script? Okay. Pag sinabi mong script, separated letters characterized by disconnected style of writing or junction broken. For example, ito, meron siyang broken or disconnected style. Okay, that is script. Okay, while black characterized by all capital letters. That is a black handwriting. Puro capital letters. Okay. So, how about the characteristic of handwriting? What are the characteristics? What are the 12 characteristics of handwriting? Okay. One is the line quality. So, when we say line quality, ang tinatanong kasi yan is, do the lines flow or are they shaky and irregular? Yung lines ba ng mga letter, ng mga words na yan, ay they are flow smoothly, shaky ba or irregular? Mayroon bang irregularidad? Okay. Next is the word and the letter spacing. Okay. Yung bang mga letter na yan ay equally spaced out. Okay. Or kabuhol-buhol ba yung mga letter na yan? Okay. Yan yung tinitingnan yung spacing. And the size or the size consistency or the letter comparison na yan. Okay. So, pag yung letter comparison na yan or the size consistency, yung height and width ba ng mga letters ay consistent. Okay. Then next is pen lift. Okay. Does the writer lift the pen from the paper? Pag sinabi mong pen lift, itinaas niya yung lapis or ball pen or yung panulat. Or continuous ba yung pagsulat niya? Okay. About the connecting strokes. Okay. Are the uppercase or the lowercase connected? Okay. Next is beginning and ending strokes. Okay. Or the letters complete? Are the letters fully formed? Or parts are missing? Okay. And unusual letter formation. Yan. Cursive and printed letters, are the letters cursive, printed, or a combination of both? Okay. Yung pen pressure. Okay. Is the pen pressure equal to equal for upward or downward stroke? Okay. Saan ba niya ginamit yung pressure na yan, yung pen pressure na yan? Okay. Slant. Okay. Yung slant is are the letters slant to the left or to the right or vary? Okay. About the baseline habit. Okay. Pag sinabi mo baseline habit, are the letters or words, okay, writing on the or writes on the baseline. Sinusulat ba sa baseline sa papel yung letters, or above the baseline, or below the baseline? Okay. How about the flourishes and embellishment? Meron bang mga fancy curls, yung mga style na sa pagsusulat? Okay, yung mga loops or any unusual in or anything else unusual in writing? Okay, and the diacritic placement. When you say diacritic placement, saan ba nilalagay yung T-cross or yung I-dots? Okay. Meron bang yung bang T-cross niya ay nasa taas, nasa baba, nasa gitna? Yung bang I-dots niya ay nasa taas, nasa left, nasa right, or gumagawa siya ng puso as the I-dots? So these are the 12 characteristics of handwriting. Okay. So about the the characteristic of handwriting. Okay, we have two kinds of characteristics. Okay, so we have the class characteristic and we have the individual characteristic. So meron pagkakaiba yan yung two groups of characteristic na yan. Okay. So when we say class characteristic, this refers to the writing details common to a group of individual, yung pare-parehas. Okay. For example, nung bata tayo, mayroon tayong sinusulat na mga letters na pare-parehas ng paggawa natin. Okay. These are similarities between individuals who learn the same type of writing. Okay. Nung nag-uumpisa tayong magsulat, mayroon tayong ginagaya. Okay. Also, class characteristics is a general characteristic that depends on place and time learned. For example, capitalization, connection, and letters to connection of letters to others. Okay. So, individual characteristic, these are highly personal or peculiar to a single person. Ito na yung katangian ng pagsulat natin na tayo lang ang gumagawa doon. Kaya nga individual characteristic. Kung paano natin, for example, paano natin na ginagawa yung O, paano natin ginagawa yung N. Okay, as we can see in the example. So this is the class characteristic na alam ng marami. Okay, pero pag sa individual na gumagawa tayo ng kakaiba sa mga sinusulat natin. Yan. Ginagawa natin ng pointed or hinihiwalay natin. Ito yung tinatawag na individual characteristic. Okay. So, What are the common terms used in handwriting analysis? Okay, we have the arc. When we say arc, okay, any arcade forming the body of the letter. Yan, yung mga arc. Beard, the rudimentary curve, initial stroke, blunt ending or beginning. These are the result of the drawing process in forgery. Buckle knot. This is the horizontal. Okay, and loop strokes that are often used to complete such a letter. Yan, buckle, yan. And the central part or body, okay, the part of the letter ordinary formed by a small circle that usually lies on the line of writing, and the eye loop or eyelet, the small loop formed by stroke that extend in the divergent direction. Okay, yung parang mata. Okay, eye loop, yan. Yung mga eye loop na yan. Okay, foot of the letter or oval, yung sa baba. Okay, diacritic, an element added to complete such letters. Paano paggawa ng eye or yung ginagawan mo na siya ng curly or fancy style. Hitch, the introductory backward stroke added to the beginning of many capital letters or small letters. A hook or through the bend, crook, or curve on the inner side of the bottom loop curve of a small letter. A minute and involuntary K-like formation often found at the commencement of an initial stroke, okay, after upstroke, or at the end of the terminal stroke. The hump, the rounded outside top of the bend, crook, or curve in small letters, and the spar, okay, the short horizontal beginning of stroke. So spar. Yan yung spar. Yung tinatawag natin mga spar. Yung foot, yan, yung nasa baba. Okay. So foot, okay, next, the knob, okay, rounded appearance of and at the beginning or ending stroke. Okay, main stroke or shank stem, downward stroke of any letters. Okay, and the whirl, the upward stroke, usually on letters that have long loops. Yan, whirl, yan. Space, filler, or terminal spar. Yung mga spaces, yung mga spaces na mga yan. Yan. The upward. An upward, horizontal, downward, final stroke usually seen in small letters. And the ascender, the top portion of the letter, and the descender, the lower portion of the letter. Okay. So, yan yung descender. Okay, about the ascender, yung taas. Okay, stop, the backspace of a letter, the majuscule, it pertains to capital letters. The minuscule, it pertains to small letters. Loop, the oblong curve found in small letters. A loop may be blind or open. Okay, baseline, the imaginary alignment of writing, and ligature connect to stroke of a letter. Yan yung ligature natin yan. That is the example. Okay. So next, what are the strokes? When you say a stroke, it is a path traced by the pen or paper. It should be observed whether the course of the stroke is continuous or broken. Okay. So the pen is the visual record of the writing movement. Ito yung stroke kung paano paggawa natin ng isang letter. Okay, so what are the qualities of stroke? First is the expansion. Expansion, whether the movement is extended or limited in its ranges with respect to both vertical and horizontal dimension. And coordination, whether the flow of the movement is controlled or uncertain, smooth or jerky, continuous or interrupted. And the speed, whether the movement has been rapid or slow, mabilis ba o mabagal ang pagsulat, and whether the pace has been steady or variable. The pressure, gaano ba kadiin yung pagsulat natin. Okay, the movement on its upward and downward reach. Okay, madiin ba tayo? Maganda yung pagsusulat natin. Direction, it's either leftward or rightward. Slant to the left, slant to the right. Okay, movements on its upward and downward reach, and the rhythm. Okay, the sequence of movement that weaves the total pattern. Certain similar phases recur at more or less regular intervals. Okay. How about the individual characteristics? Habit, and stroke. Okay, permanent characteristic. This characteristic can be found always in his hand writing. Okay. Yan na yung permanent. For example, yung paggawa mo ng I ay lagi mo nilalagyan ng I. Okay. Ano-ano pang permanent characteristic. Common or usual, this characteristic can be found in a group of writers who studied the same system of handwriting. Occasional. It is only found occasionally in his handwriting, and rare. It is special to the writer, and perhaps found only in 1 or 2 persons in a group of 100 individuals. Rare, bibihira. So these are the characteristics of stroke. Okay, how about motor coordination in handwriting? Okay, so when you say motor coordination, this is the special way in which the various muscles used in writing work together to produce written forms. Okay, so generally speaking, 4 groups of muscles are employed in writing. Okay, those which operate respectively the joints of the fingers, the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder. Okay. So a writer with a good motor coordination writes without mental strain, forming his letters without conscious attention. Okay. So what are the characteristics of motor coordination? Okay. Free, smooth, and rounded curve. Gradual changes of direction. Okay. Pressure is always in a state of changes, moving from light to heavy or from heavy to light. And the speed. Okay, and the shading is distributed over considerable length of the line, whereas in writing produced with a slow motion as in finger movement. Okay, the shading often has a bunchy appearance in which the maximum width of the shaded line is attained abruptly. Okay, so about the characteristic of faulty coordination. Okay, wavering and very irregular lines or stroke with uncertain and unsteady progress. Okay, and the angular line, a very common fault of coordination. Okay, not smoothly rounded, and there is no gradual change of direction. Okay, how about in written in handwriting? 1. Okay, when we say written in handwriting, it is a succession of connected, uniform stroke working in full coordination, manifest by clear-cut, accentuated stroke which increase and decrease like perfect cones. So it is an important indicator of a natural writing movement. Okay. It is caused by contraction and relaxation of the group of muscles in full coordination. Okay. So the lack of rhythm, it is characterized by succession of awkward, independent, poorly directed, and disconnected motion. Okay. About the importance of rhythm. Okay, by studying the rhythm of succession of stroke, one can determine if the writer normally and spontaneously write with hesitation as if he is attempting to forge another writing or signature. Okay, how about this guy's writing? The act or attempt or an attempt to hide one's identity through handwriting or signature. Okay, so what are the indications of this guy's writing? Okay, this guy is writing. Okay, these are the indication. One is abnormally large writing, abnormally small writing. Alteration is slant. Okay, printed forms instead of cursive forms or vice versa. Diminution in usual speed of writing and the usual widening or restriction of lateral spacing. So these are the indication of this guy's writing. Okay, kinds of this guy's writing. Okay, changes of slant from right to left or vice versa. Okay, change of letters either from cursive to block or vice versa. Change from cursive to block form or vice versa. Changes of style from small to big or vice versa. Single o lang ito. Okay. Deterioration of one's handwriting and the using of wrong hand ambidextrous. Okay. Kung right sana yung pinagsulat, ginamit niya ay left. Okay. So, when we say variation in handwriting, variation are trivial or superficial differences which can be observed when any two genuine writing or signatures are compared with each other. So what are the cases of variation? First is the function of some external condition. For example, is influence of available space, a abnormal condition or case abnormal condition such as physical injury, toxic effect, emotion, and deception. Okay. Position of the letters. All the letters are found initially, medially, or and finally. So the fact of a different position, especially in combination with other in particular letter, may modify any of them in some way or another. So ito na tinatawag natin variation. So variation. This writing will differ somewhat in size, okay, as well as in certain unimportant particular design of execution because of the fact that the human writing mechanism is not an entirely accurate reproducing instrument, okay, like stamp print, but produces an inevitable variation with a certain field. Okay, so the degree of this variation with different writers. Okay, so that's all, and thank you, and God bless.